Imagine this. The year is 1902. British archaeologists are digging in a rock-cut tomb near the village of Nuweirat, south of Cairo. Inside a sealed ceramic pot, knees curled tightly to his chin, they find the skeleton of a man who died more than 4,500 years ago. No royal treasures, no golden mask, just an ordinary man buried in a simple clay vessel. Little did they know that this forgotten potter would one day rewrite what we thought we knew about ancient Egyptian DNA. For over a century, his bones waited in silence. The hot Egyptian climate usually destroys DNA within centuries. But something extraordinary happened. The airtight clay pot and the stable environment of the rock-cut tomb protected his genetic material like a time capsule. In 2025, scientists finally succeeded where others had failed for decades. They extracted and sequenced the first complete ancient Egyptian genome from the Old Kingdom period. This wasn't a pharaoh. This wasn't a member of the royal family. This was an ordinary working man, most likely a potter, who lived between 2855 and 2570 BCE, right at the dawn of the Pyramid Age. His bones tell a story of hard physical labor. Muscle markings on his arms and legs suggest he spent years sitting with outstretched limbs, operating a pottery wheel, where on his knees and hands matches exactly the posture of ancient Egyptian potters depicted in tomb paintings. But it was his DNA that delivered the real shock. Scientists compared his genome to every ancient and modern population on Earth. The results were completely unexpected. His ancestry broke down into approximately 77.6% North African Neolithic and about 22.4% from the Levant and Mesopotamia, the ancient Near East. This is one of the clearest pieces of genetic evidence showing early connections between the Nile Valley and the Fertile Crescent. Think about what this means. While the Great Pyramids were being built and the Egyptian state was influences from distant lands. Trade, migration, or cultural exchange brought genes from Mesopotamia into Egypt long before we imagined. This man was not elite, yet his DNA reveals a much more connected ancient world than traditional history books suggested. What makes this discovery even more powerful is how well preserved the genome was. At 2 times coverage, it's the oldest and most complete Egyptian genome ever sequenced. The unusual pot burial likely played a crucial role, creating a stable, protected environment that shielded the DNA from heat, moisture, and time itself. His facial reconstruction now stares back at us across 4,500 years. A real face, not the idealized golden mask of a pharaoh, but the face of an ordinary craftsman who lived through one of the most transformative periods in human history. He lived into his 60s, quite old for his time. He worked with clay every day, shaping pots that were used in daily life and perhaps even in rituals. And when he died, someone decided to bury him in one of those very pots inside a rock-cut tomb, a burial treatment usually reserved for people of higher status. Why? Was he a master craftsman? A respected member of his community? Or was there something special about his role in society? His DNA shows no signs of close inbreeding, unlike many royal mummies. His genetic profile is clean and reflects a broader, more diverse population. This gives us a rare glimpse into the lives of common Egyptians during the early dynastic and Old Kingdom periods, the people who actually built the pyramids, not just the kings who claimed credit. The results also challenge old assumptions. For a long time, scientists struggled to extract usable DNA from ancient Egyptians because of the climate. This breakthrough opens the door to many more studies. Soon we may finally understand the true genetic makeup of the people who created one of the greatest civilizations in history. This ordinary potter, buried in clay, has given us
are identical.
It can't be. The 1902 excavation site.
visualization shows pristine, healthy DNA.
The implications go far beyond one man. This discovery suggests that the Nile Valley was never genetically isolated. From very early on, it was connected to the wider Near Eastern world through trade, movement of people, and exchange of ideas. The genetic bridge between North Africa and Mesopotamia was already forming during the time when Egyptian civilization was just beginning to take shape. Science has finally given a voice to a man whose name was lost to time. A man who shaped clay with his own hands while the pyramids began to rise on the horizon. A man whose DNA now connects us directly to the very beginnings of one of the most enduring civilizations in human history. The golden death masks of the pharaohs still captivate millions in museums around the world. But sometimes the most profound revelations come not from kings buried in gold, but from an ordinary potter sealed inside a humble clay pot, waiting patiently for more than 4,000 years to tell his story. This is only the beginning. As more ancient DNA from different periods and social classes of Egypt is recovered, our entire understanding of who the ancient Egyptians really were, where they came from, how they lived, and how they mixed with neighboring peoples, will continue to evolve and surprise us. The past is not written in stone. It is written in our genes. If this incredible story of a 4,500-year-old potter and his unexpected DNA results fascinated you, please hit the like button right now. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next deep dives into the most groundbreaking ancient DNA discoveries from around the world. Because history isn't only written by kings and conquerors. Sometimes the most important chapters are whispered by ordinary people whose bones waited thousands of years to speak. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video, where we'll uncover even more hidden truths from our ancient past.
How is this possible? The markers are clearly Egyptian.
It can't be contamination. The results are consistent.
The contamination levels are 0. Look at...
It's confirming the non-human sequence.
This changes everything.